Hey guys, it's postboxpat. Welcome back to a brand new XP guide as I do every single season for you guys. This one is the ultimate XP guide for season 8 to help you guys hit that max level and unlock all of your secret tiers, which aren't unlocked just yet, but we assume this will be level 225 just like last season, and these will be new rewards which you guys can claim if you get to level 225 for your battle pass. Now, how exactly do you do this and what has happened to the XP this season? Well, let's first talk about that and then we'll go over exactly what you have to do. So as you can see, this season has had a bunch of changes to the XP mechanics. And first off, we have the new punch cards introduced. This is the only way currently you can gain XP regarding challenges. These are the only sort of challenges added in, excluding any exclusive challenges that we probably will get throughout the season, but we're not going to talk about them in today's video. They're just a bonus on top of the XP I'm going to talk about. So here we have daily punch cards. These are brand new. Every single day these punch cards will reset and you have to complete them to get 17,000 XP per punch card. Weekly punch cards, these will reset every week. As you know, they're weekly. Currently it's set a little bit longer than a week just because the season came out 2 days early, and you can see 65k each for these. Now we have these punch cards. These are the character punch cards where you can find all the locations for them on the map. I've got a video on all the locations over on my second channel. I'll link it at the end of this video, but these are kind of punch cards. There's 15 of these currently in the game. You gain a total of roughly 80k per each one, and there are going to be more coming soon. So this is the only current way you can gain XP regarding challenges / punch cards, and that's what we've currently got as the system this season. Now you're probably wondering, Pat, what about your level? Well, first off, one thing to note this season, if you actually go onto your quest, you can see your level at the top right, and it tells you this season how much XP you need per level. But there's been a slight change to the level up system this season, which a lot of creators don't realize. A lot of people have been making videos on this already, and they haven't looked into it enough because the XP has changed per level. So it's actually changed by 190,000 per 100 levels. Now, apologies for all the numbers, but here they are on screen, guys. You can see level 1 this season is 40k, level 2 this season is 50k, level 3 is 50k, level 4 is 50k, level 5 is 60, and level 6 is also 60k. Now what changed is they've now made it level 7 where you actually get 80k. In the past it used to stay around 60, 50k, but it's changed to that 80k, and it's 80k all the way up to level 100. So from level 7 to level 100, it's 80k every single level, which is a huge amount of XP, and it's a big change. 190k is a big change, you know. That's like an extra 2-3 levels just for level 100 this season, and the XP is much harder than last season because of these new punch cards. So you're going to want to know everything in this video, the exact precise way to level up. Now first off, like I always mention, the best bargain for your buck inside of the item shop, if you do buy the extra 25 tiers, these are best to buy above level 7. As long as you're above level 7, you get best value for your money with these, because you're going to be basically skipping the full 80k XP rather than before. Don't forget, if you are buying these, code POST in the item shop. I'm a hashtag Epic Games partner. It really does go a long way, and if this video does help you out, don't forget to tap that subscribe button as well and notification bell. It would mean a lot to me. I spent a lot of time doing all the calculations for this. So where do we start with this? Now let's start with the XP per levels. So like I said, this season you need that 80k starting from level 7 and above, which actually totals for the total XP this season is actually 7.7 million exactly for the total XP this season, which is a huge number, but it's pretty good, and it's a really good amount that you can get, and I think it's reasonable. I think you could probably earn that. Now we'll talk about how you can earn that in a second. Let's talk about how much XP you need for that level 225 to unlock your bonus tiers, which we currently don't know what they are. Well, it's actually a total of 15,911,500. That's the exact amount. Basically 16 million. We're just going to call it 16 million just to make it a lot easier in this video. But yeah, that's how much roughly you need for that level 225, which is a pretty crazy number again. I know it's a long way off, but you only have technically 62 days until December the 5th when this battle pass ends. You can see there at the bottom left. So you need to get going, I guess. If you don't get going, you're not going to get them full tiers. So we're going to talk about that right now. So this is how you can level up the most effectively, the best game mode to play. So when it comes to playing Fortnite Battle Royale, the majority of players will be playing that solo, squads, duo, etc. Now in this, it is the worst way of getting XP this season, and I'll explain exactly why that is here. So on average, for doing your quests each day, like I said before, you're going to get roughly 51,000 XP for doing your punch cards each day if you do them all. Now this will stack over to the next day if you leave them, because that's how Supercharge works. If you leave your daily punch cards, basically you gain XP for that previous day you missed, and you can obviously use that towards your next day in your Supercharge, which is pretty cool. You know, So yeah, there you have the overview of Supercharge. That's kind of cool with the way that works with punch cards. Just basically, if you miss a day, you get it back. So if you play one day, have a day off, play one day, have a day off, you can possibly do that with the way Supercharge works. Now, what exactly did you get on average XP just for playing solo? Well, here you can see my solo games. For actually playing solo for a good game and getting a victory royale, I got 8,000 XP, which took 20 minutes. Now, a bad solo game, I got 1,000 XP. And for example, if you get a bad solo game, which usually happens for me 1 in every 6 games, they last roughly around 10 minutes. I was averaging about 1.6k XP on a bad solo game, and also on Team Rumble I was averaging around 4,445 XP for 12 minutes in the entire game. So you know, this isn't that good for Battle Royale for the amount of time you're spending on it. So on average, say if you play for 82 minutes is what I did yesterday, I earned 20,520 XP just from them games alone, not the dailies. Now, that was only an average of 250 XP per minute, which is pretty poor from playing these game modes here, which is not good at all. Now, if you add in the daily challenges into that, that does bring that average up to 872 per minute, but it's still not that good. This is for playing 82 minutes a day. I know it's a very Pacific time, but just consider that as how much I played for yesterday. And probably I play for about 80 minutes a day on the Battle Royale side. So it's not too bad. Now, if you think about it, let's just put that into account. You've got 52,331 XP per hour earned. If you do that, you know, including everything there on your dailies and stuff, that's how much you'll get from Battle Royale per hour roughly, which is okay. But if you calculate that on how much XP you need for that level 100 tier skin, which we know as the Carnage down here, that's actually going to take you a total of 144 hours just playing Battle Royale alone. On average this is, which isn't too bad to be honest. It's a lot, but it's not too bad. But when it comes to that 225, it's a huge amount of time. It's 304 hours to unlock that 225, which is these question marks down here, which is a long time. Now, if I was to tell you there's a little secret you can do to get around this, and that's actually with the next upgrade is playing creative. Now, when it comes to Fortnite creative, you can actually play a few different ways. You could simply head into a creative lobby. For example, you could go into my map 50 fashion and play it for 75 minutes and get your total playtime in there. The code is on screen there. You can see it's an awesome map, an awesome fashion show. If you haven't already checked it out, it's really fun. It's up to 50 players, different themes every week. Check it out, guys. You can get playtime XP in there, but not only you can get it in there, you can get it in any creative map, as well as even creating your own stuff as well. But this is actually only capped at 75 minutes because it's done in kind of 15-minute intervals. So that's the way the creative XP works. And you're probably wondering how much do you get for that total 75 minutes or just a one interval. So basically for 15 minutes you get 25.2k XP, and then for the full 75 minutes you get 126,000. So you capped at that per day though, but that equals per 1 minute 1,680 XP. So for an hour, you know, if you think about it, how many hours do you need to get that kind of level 100? I worked it out at 76 hours roughly to get that level 100 just for playing creative, which is so much lower than the amount of hours you needed for BR, which was coming at 144 for level 100. Now, if we take it a little bit further and look at the creative side, you can see that roughly you need about 157, 58-ish hours to get that level 225, which isn't too bad at all compared to the 304 hours that you needed in Battle Royale. But what if I told you there was an even bigger secret to level up even faster than playing creative? And there is. So check this out. Inside of Fortnite Imposters, this is the most effective way of gaining XP this season. If you don't know how to find imposters, you can simply head on your tab over here, go over to your most popular and you'll see it on there, or you can look for like Epic's creations sometimes, but basically just favorite imposters and you've got it there for your friends. Now, I was playing imposters earlier today and the imposters backed out. I got 5k XP for 30 seconds. I was thinking to myself, hold on a minute, that's pretty crazy. So I worked out what's the most effective way to get the most XP, and some of the gameplay you can see on screen is from these games. So how exactly did I do this? Well, I played 2 imposter games, I got a squad of 4, I went into a private match, and I just played with 4 people. Now the way I did this is my teammates, they didn't do too much. They just simply did tasks and the imposter didn't eliminate any of us. So what we did is we went in, played for 2.5 minutes roughly, not including the loading in time or the time everyone readying up. That usually adds up to about 1.5 minutes. It's about 4 minutes on average this, but the game itself was 2.5 minutes. And you can see this is the amount of XP we earn across the team. So I earned 18.4k, player 2 earned 16.4, the imposter got 6.4k, and player 4 got 14.4k. And this is just for absolutely smashing out tasks in 2.5 minutes, which was incredible. And then in game 2, where I was the imposter, this again lasted for about 2.5 minutes of game time. Player 1 earned 18.4k, player 2 earned 14.4, and then even player 3 earned 16.5 thousand XP. So that's pretty crazy. And then me as the imposter, I got 6k. So not loads, but 6.4k, it's okay. It's all right, but you know, it's not the best. But if we work that out per player, out of them games, you are averaging per player, you're averaging 13.9k per game. Thinking about it though, you know, that's roughly 13.9k every 4 minutes if we account for the readying up and the waiting time in the lobby before the game starts, which is pretty crazy, which is averaging at 3,475 XP per minute. This is the best. Like, there's nothing competing with this. This is incredible amount of XP per minute. That is insane just from doing this. And then if you did this for 1 hour, roughly, you would get about 15 games in, which means you would have a total of 208,000 XP per hour. Guys, we make these XP videos every single season and we've never seen anything like this before. So 208,000 XP per hour is just incredible. Now, if we work that out, how much do you need to get kind of that level 100? Well, roughly, you're going to be getting 2.6 levels per hour here. That is insane. If you want to grind imposters, you can, and you could get 2.6 levels per hour, which would work out at roughly 38 hours to get that level 100, which in comparison to creative and battle royale, it is incredible. You can see creative was taking 76 hours to get level 100, battle royale was taking 144, but the imposter game mode 38 hours if you play it with you and your squad only. Now obviously if you go into a public game, the time would vary a little bit. If you get eliminated, you know, the game could go on for a while depending on the discussion and stuff. But if you're just playing it with your friends, grinding out, and even if you're playing it properly with a group of 4, you're going to be getting the most XP there, because the imposter can't eliminate everyone really fast, and he even gets extra XP for eliminating people. So, you know, playing it with a group of 4 is the most effective way to get XP here, which is just amazing. I don't think this will be in the game forever, so if you want to kind of use this technique, do it now before it does get removed, because it is only a temporary technique. Now, what else do we have on this? Well, let's have a look how many hours it would take for that level 225. That would take a total of 76 and a half hours basically to get that level 225 from just playing imposters only. In conclusion for this video, it's confirmed that imposters is the best way of getting XP. That is officially the best way. Is it the most fun way of getting XP? Well, obviously not. You're not just going to want to play imposters for the whole season. You're going to want to do a mixture of battle royale, creative, and imposters. And in my opinion, for me, it's going to be the majority creative, because I've been doing that a lot. You guys know about the 50 fashion show and that. But I think for me, I'll be getting my 75 minutes in creative every single day. I'll be playing roughly about 80 minutes to probably about half an hour to 80 minutes of battle royale per day. And I might even try and squeeze in half an hour of imposters just to boost up my XP. And in that battle royale time, I'll focus my punch card and challenges. Then I'll play a little bit of imposters with a bunch of my subscribers on my Discord. And then I'll probably do creative for the rest of the day, even if it goes over that 75 minutes. So that's my personal plan to get level 225. For you, let me know in the comments what your plan is. Are you going to be one of them players that just absolutely grinds imposters? Are you going to be doing a mixture like me? Let me know. Don't forget, guys, if you've enjoyed today's video, consider popping in code POST into the item shop if you find it helpful or useful. It really does go a long way and helps support the content here. And if you are new around here, tap that subscribe button and tap that like button if you found this video super helpful. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And once again, this is postboxpat signing out.